ups and downs you cannot escape. And why you cannot escape? Karma theory. Because of your karma. Nobody can beat it. You shall beat the karma in one way. That is, knowing yourself, your acceptance is excellent, your threshold is infinity. But you cannot escape the karma. Understand? Your acceptance will be beautiful. You can accept everything and anything. But your threshold is just endless. That is why they say patience. When you say patience, if it runs out, what type of patience is that? Patience means you take it. How much? Patience. But all the people have got a last straw. This much and not more. Some people are little more, little more, little more, little more. You can pretend to have the last straw because you don't want things to go out of your control. But within, you are undisturbed. You can act. Don't know this anymore. Not that you can't take it. You can take much more than that. But you don't want the person to complicate something more. You're getting that place. Because even when a damage is done, you have to live with it. That is why life is so harsh. A person comes and kills somebody, you know. However much you may say, can you bring it back? That is the last. At least long before somebody is being killed, you prevent it. Do whatever you like. But it will happen. So, watch out these things. Already you have elaborately listened to also these things in the classes. So it's just go through these verses because you know the ideas. Just read. 447 read. Aham brahmeti vijnanat kalpakoti shatarjitam sanchitam vilayam yati prabodhat swapna karmavat yatkrutam swapna velayam punyam va papamulvanam suptothi tasya kim tatsyat swargaya narakaya va. Right, please see. So, 3 types of karmas. Now you have heard there are 3 types of karma. Sanchita, Prarabdha, Agami. These are the 3 karmas. Why these karmas? Please see. There are so many births that have gone before this body is born. How do I know there is so many births have already gone? Listen carefully. Very simple. If you see certain children, same father, same mother, same house, same food, same facilities enjoyed, but different children become different type. Everything remaining the same. The food, parentage, home, exposure to the schools and colleges, remaining the same, that life turns out to be completely different. Somebody by inclination, what you call like a childhood propensity, a sort of proclivity, they are willing, the tendency to become somebody who wants to be musician, likes music, somebody likes to be mechanical person, Somebody writing, somebody dancing, somebody doing this, doing that. So many things come up in life. These differences, where does it come from? And also, you shall see, there are some child prodigy. Child prodigy, 5-year-old recognizes all the different tunes on a song. There are people, 10-year-old, highly mathematical brain. Like Beethoven, like a prodigy. Writing wonderful poetry even from the beginning. So many artists are there like that. They remember everything. How do you explain that? You can't say from mother's womb he was learning. No. This is where comes the Purva Janma Samskar. In this life, if they have not done it, but if still comes with it, Purva Janma Samskar, the impressions of the last lives. Now you can ask a question. Why is it that only some people remember? That some people remember is a glimpse into the last life. That some people do not remember everything and nobody remembers everything is a great blessing. Why? Because in this life itself, if you remember everything, can you sleep? Think. Everything you remember. You will go crazy in few days. Sleep is such a beautiful arrangement. It brings you a total forgetfulness. Not only about yourself, but also about the world. Completely forgotten. Naham janami, na kinchi janami. Neither I know myself, nor I know anything else. That is a deep sleep state. They call it andha samadhi. Deep sleep state also is known as samadhi. Absorption. But andha, blind, because you are not aware of yourself that time. But samadhi you are in. That is why deep sleep state itself, long hours of sleep by itself, is a huge relaxation. And people who are restless, agitated, they can't sleep. Every 1 hour up, as though the whole world's responsibility is on their head. If they don't get up, nothing will happen. Just think. You have seen it. Usually the person will sleep well, but he has to catch a train. There is an festivity tomorrow. 4 o'clock there is some puja has to begin, a ritual has to begin. Some responsibilities. You get up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Hey, what are you doing? Why? Because you are working in your head. But there are some people who are like that all the time. Whether there is nothing, even if there is nothing, they also like that. Because they are the ones who carrying the whole load of the earth on their head. For other people, there are some people who don't worry about anything. Snore for 8 hours. Understand? There are certain things you take care, but let it not be a burden. Anyway, so that we don't remember everything is a great blessing. Because if we remember everything, not only have to fight for our these lives, that you did this to me, I did this to you, he did this to me. Not only you have to fight, but you have to remember last life. I was a crocodile and you are a tiger, you jumped on me. Or I was a deer, I went to drink water, as a crocodile you caught me, now I am going to shoot you. You understand? It will be not only lifetimes, the enmity of this life, but enmity of lifetimes. What a headache. One fellow came other day, he went to that, that Bhrugu Samhita. In they read in India, there is one particular school, they show you, they tell you your last life things. How do they say that? Chola. That is what, in Tamil. That is that. That's Samhita. They call it Bhrugu Samhita. In that where you are supposed to be there. I went there. It's such a bunk of nonsense. You can't believe it because they take all informations from you and then they read it out. Useless. Anyway, so one fellow went there and he told him, she is a girl. She said, your last life, because she has been much married and much divorced. So he told, last time you were a man and you cheated many women. So this life, every man will cheat you. So you are getting punishment. Now he knows the story. Now if you go, now suppose she remembers who all had cheated him last time or whom he had cheated. So now those fellows are remembering and cheating her. Oh my God. Imagine what will happen, punishing. Not only as a man, as a human being, but also as animals. I was the cow, you eat me, so now I will gore you with my horn. What will happen? No. That we forget everything is a great thing. But certain tendencies remain. When did it start? In fact, from one standpoint, it never started. Why? You are Ajaha Saswata, unborn, eternal consciousness, I am. So from that standpoint, no Jiva, no Ishvara, no Srishti, no God, no creation, no creator, no creature, no nothing, only one reality. So no karma, no nothing, finished. That standpoint, you don't have to discuss anything. But the moment the individuality comes in, and how does it begin? Because of your ignorance. And ignorance is beginningless, anadi avidya. When did your ignorance, self-ignorance started? Any ignorance start? You don't know. Self-ignorance, you never know. Beginningless. So beginningless lives have passed. When I was first born, you don't know. You are never born. You are birthless. So how many births have gone? Infinity. And in every birth you have gathered certain karma. That is why there is no beginning for this creation. Why? Because, please see, if you say good karma, listen, this human body or anything is gone because of the karma. Now the trouble will be, the question that an intelligent person will ask is, but nobody else gathers karma except human beings. Animals don't gather karma. The dog doesn't, no animal gathers karma, only human being. So to gather karma, you must be a human being. But unless you have good karma, you can't be a human being. So which one comes first? Tree or the seed? Egg or the chicken? Because without taking a human life, you cannot gather karma. Unless you gather good karma, you can't be a human being. So which one comes first? It's a beginningless cycle. You don't know which one ever comes first. That's why you have to know about yourself. So when beginningless karmas have gone, which one where started you don't know, but the fact is you are here now. That's why don't break your head over that. Now you are here. Therefore you have to understand about yourself, ignorance. Once you understand, the whole thing is falsified. But when you do not understand, now you are living with the body like many bodies before, gathering karma. So 3 types of karmas it becomes. All the karmas gathered together throughout whatever lives have gone before, all put together sanchita. Sanchita means accumulated karma. All the karmas in all lives, whatever you have picked up in time, sanchita karma. Now from that sanchita karma, whatever is ready for fructification, that known as the prarabdha karma. Prarabdha means which is taking the effect. Prarabdha karma. Because of which you take a particular body. animal body, human body, tree body, any body. You take it, is being born. Then, while living this prarabdha, only in human life, you gather agami karma, the future actions, future karma, agami, what is yet to come. You are picking up new karma phala because you are only in human life. Because in other type of births, like animals, there is no individuality, and there the life is taken only to exhaust your prarabdha. That is why they are known as vimukta, they are free. Because this karma is over. They will not have anything to do with this karma. Prarabdha is only over. They will not gather any karma. So are they released after that? No. From this sanchita again accumulated, whatever is ready, that jiva will again take the life and continue. Thus, for a human being, 3 karmas are there. For animal, only 1 karma, prarabdha. Sanchita is there. Once the prarabdha is over and it passes, according to sanchita, the jiva will be born. The same jiva is there. But because of the upadhi, the manifestations are less or more. Like electricity is same. In a fan, it is moving. In a fridge, it is cooling. In air conditioning, it is too much cooling. In the heater, it is hot. But energy is same. Jiva is same. But depending on the prarabdha, human body, different manifest expressions. Tiger's body, different expression. Monkey body, different expression. Tree body, different expression. Insect body, different expression. But the person is there. That is why that respect for life. That you are hurting a jiva. You are hurting a jiva. So don't hurt an animal. Because another person. How much you like to be hurt. That's why don't hurt somebody. Please think. A natural idea comes up. Natural compassion. Where there is another person. When you hit the dog, how does he cry? Huh? Think. You shall see people, animal lovers. They love the dog, but they kill the cows. Everybody puts up, in China they are killing all the animals and killing the dogs. Or in Korea they kill dogs. What about you are killing thousands of cows or goats or other things? So that is not uncivilized. What is this animal love? If the cat is run over, the whole country shouts. You go and kill thousands of human beings. Oh, this is the right judgment, right type of things. Imagine. No animal must be killed. No human being also must be killed. You are desperate to eat some animal, be a vulture. Say, I'm a vulture. Don't say you are a wonderful fellow. You say, I'm a vulture. Why? I don't kill, but if somebody is killed, what does the vulture do? Does the vulture go and kill? But they are the scavengers. Vultures are the scavengers. Vultures don't kill. So be a scavenger. Hundreds of fish dying and floating. Pick up one, fry and eat. Why not? What to do? If you want to. There are some people, they go to dead animals, they cut it and just think of it. So you don't make yourself proud. What is wrong? No, there is something wrong. Eating, you cannot kill somebody. But you are a vulture, you are foraging, that's a different thing. But that also, please think. Hurting somebody, only killing. Civilized people don't hurt with guns or weapons. They hurt with words. Educated people don't hurt with weapons. If you hurt with weapons, the wound is visible. The scar will be there for everybody to see. If you hurt with words, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, nobody can see, but the person is tortured. You keep the person in the best houses, best possible food, but you treat the person as a subhuman species. Nobody sees it, but you are continuously torturing. Anyway, so depends on the body on which manifestation takes place. So in the human body, you have the three karmas clearly. Sanchita waiting for you. Now this body has already prarabdha started. Already started. While existing prarabdha karma in this body, you pick up new karma. To make it easier for understanding, so that I can finish all 10 verses one day, to make it easier for you, I had given in Tattvavadi example and same example here. In banking system, you have got three types of account. One is a fixed deposit. Other is a current account. Other is a savings deposit. Fixed amount is something, fixed account is where you have put 5 million, close. Fixed deposit. Don't touch it. Anything happen, don't touch it. Fixed deposit. Another one is for your day-to-day expenses, you have put 500,000 rupees. 500,000 you have kept somewhere for your transactions. Out of that transaction, out of that 500,000, you take maybe 50,000, you invest in something. When you invest in something, some result comes up, some profit comes up. You put it in a savings account. When it becomes a little more, if you are really managing your finance, that profits become a little more, so put it back into fixed again. Because current account only I'll spend. I will not touch my fixed account. And whatever profit has also, I'm not going to touch it. Only current account. Somebody who manages his finance well. Just an example. Same thing also. Sanchita karma is fixed. What all you have picked up in thousands of millions of lives, fixed. From that little has come into manifestation. You are born into this body. Why you are born into this parent where you are born, you don't know. Why the body that you got, you don't know. Why you go to a particular school, particular subject, meet somebody, you don't know. But that does not mean it is helpless, because for some time it is helpless. But once your individuality comes, not only karma should be talked about, but also purusartha, the effort of the individual. Are you getting that? That is the speciality for the human being. Because human being is not only karma orientation, there is also purushartha. Animals, pure karma orientation. Animal cannot change his destiny. He is not self-conscious, doesn't have the individuality to change his destiny. Because he doesn't know that he is suffering for him to change it. Because I am self-conscious, I think I am suffering. Therefore, I don't want to suffer. Individual strives. Animals don't strive. They just escape. Run away from one inconvenience to another inconvenience. This animal is not going to see what is going to come. He sees the trap at a distance, but he doesn't know how to get out of it. He doesn't know it's a trap. It will go inside, then start playing in the water also. What do you do? He'll go, there is a net. It will go in and start playing. He doesn't know it is already finished. Then when you pick it up, out of the water, he starts struggling. Why? It wants to get back to water. But he doesn't know that he is already in the net. Just think. And even if he knows that, he can try to work out, come out. They are like some habitual human beings. One day, there was an animal and the birds are there. So, the hunter was putting some grain and catching the bird. So the leader of the bird told them, see, this fellow is catching us. Next time, when you say that, you say, we'll tell, all of us fly together, we'll go away. And you must know you are in the net. You should not be got caught. So, now when these birds are grazing, the hunter was totally disappointed. Because every fellow is telling, we are in the net. Now this is going to catch. We will be caught in the net. We will be caught in the net. Watch out. But they are eating on the net, eating this way. After some days, these fellows are fools. So he pulled the net and took them. Some of them survived. They said, what, you told this is a net? He said, foolish fellows, I told you net, you should all get up. This is a net, this is a net, this is a net. If you go on telling, are you going to be released? So next time when he put, all of us are down together. Okay. Once all of them together, they saw the man is coming, all of them flew together, took the net to a place where they had a friend rat. The rat comes and cuts everything and they are released. That is the Panchatantra story. Very beautiful to highlight. Sitting down inside a cage, if a parrot says, I am free, I am free, I am free, he is not free. Being on the net, if you say, I am in the net, I am in the net, I am in the net, you are not going to escape. You have to fly, do something. Repeating, I am free, I am free, I am free, but always trapped in the cage of a body or a mind is not freedom. You have to be aware of yourself. Since animals are not self-conscious, they are not conscious of their bondage, there is no conscious attempt for their release. Human beings are conscious, but some human beings become like animal. They don't know that they are in bondage. Most of the human beings are like animals. They don't know that they are in bondage. Think. How many people are really aware they are in bondage? Think. Even the theologies, you will tell them, dukkha is natural, pain is natural here. Only when you die, after the death, some God will release you. So, remain like an animal for the rest of your life. Just think. Just think of it. So, prarabdha karma, when it comes with this body, you come. And while adjusting your karma, as a human being again, because there is individuality, you gather new karma. Okay? Now, this is the broad understanding. Now fit into this knowledge where he says, Aham brahmeti vijnanat kalpakoti sadarjitam. Aham brahmeti vijnanat. By when you know Aham brahmasmi, I am the Brahman, kalpakoti sata arjit. Sata kalpakoti. Satakoti kalpa arjitam. Satakoti. Hundreds of crores of lives. See that concept. Hundreds of crores of lives means how many years? Habba. Kalpa. The time concept, we will see that sometimes. In Hindu, the tradition, in this Upanishad, the Vedic tradition, time concept is, is not 1,000 years back, 10,000 years back, 100,000 years. Literally billions and trillions. Amazing time concept. I was telling you the other day, remember, create a timeless watch. Do you remember that story? That example. Remember, create a timeless watch. What is a timeless watch? There will be no hand, nothing. Timeless, no. Divisions of time can be measured. Timeless cannot be measured. Divisions of space can be measured, but the space cannot be measured. Simple. Divisions of space can be measured. From here to here, 1 kilometer, half a feet, 1 feet, star to star, moon to moon, galaxy to galaxy. But the space itself, what is the end? Beginningless, endless. Time itself, what is the end? What is the beginning? You cannot measure timeless. That's why timeless, you cannot measure. When you make a watch, the whole dial is timeless. White thing is timeless. Numbers on the hands are divisions of time. So there is a second hand, watch a hand, microsecond hand, now, ooh, it will go. Microsecond, 1 millionth part of a second. You understand what speed it will go? You can't even see it is moving. Where the two extremes meet. Why 1 millionth part of a second? That is a scientific concept. Somebody tried to make a concept. But suppose 1 billionth part of a second, trillionth part of a second, infinity part of a second. Then what? Timeless. That is why micro and macro both merge. That is why the Upanishad says, smaller than the smallest, ano, raniyan, mahato, mayan. This truth that you are is smaller than the smallest, bigger than the biggest. Smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest meet. Timeless. Are you getting that? So, how many births have gone? Whatever you have done, everything, vilayam yati, prabodha swapna karmavad. The moment you are wake up to yourself, you are aware of yourself, all these karmas are simultaneously wiped out. Why? Take another example of a marriage. A man is married and his tradition allows him to have 4 or 5 wives or numbers of wives, 5, 6, 7 wives. Or a polyandry, the woman is married. Any language you take. Man is married to 6, 7 girls or woman is married to 6, 7 men, doesn't matter. Polygamy, polyandry, doesn't matter. Take the example, a man is married to one person, one girl. Now, after a few years he thought, why not the second one? Okay. 1990 he married one, 95 he married another. They said 2 is okay, but third also I can manage. So 2000 he married another one. Then he said 3 is all right, but fourth one should be fine. Contemplating on that marriage, the man died. Contemplating on the fourth marriage, the person died. Who will be the first widow? There is no first widow, second widow, third. 3 are simultaneously widowed because all the 3 married to one man. So it doesn't matter early marriage, late marriage or very late marriage. Same way. You the jiva married to sanchita karma, then prarabdha karma, then agami karma. When individuality is dead, which one will go first? All the 3 simultaneously finished. That is why, from the standpoint of the wise man, there is no karma. To explain to the ignorant about the wise man's body, the karma is talked about. You say, oh, he is a wise man, how come he is suffering from cancer? He is not suffering from cancer, the body is suffering from cancer. The body has the prarabdha. The physical body comes as a prarabdha. Are you getting that point, please? So, these 3 karma, anyway, right away, all the 3 are gone. Like swapna karmavad, like in a dream, you commit a crime. Do you wake up and go to the police station? I killed one fellow in the dream, please arrest me. Is it so? Like that. So when you are not knowing yourself because of individuality, you are dragging everything to yourself. Now you are being yourself. Suddenly everything is gone. Okay, that time what happens? Read. Next one. Yat krutam swapna velayam punyam ja papam. Whatever you have done, punyam ba papam ba. Whatever good or bad in the state of whatever you have done, that thing doesn't affect the person who is in out of the sleep. Susupta uthitasya. When you are sleeping and dreaming, whatever you have been doing in that dream, that action is not going to affect you when you wake up and you are a waker. It neither the same way. Na swargaya, na narakaya. Neither it is for punishment or reward. Because it is all dream karma. Same thing. Individuality is the product of ignorance. Was gathering all this karma. When it is gone, whom are you going to punish? Are you getting that? The criminal who is in the jail, you can put a case against him. When he is dead, what case? When the person is gone, whose case? What case? When individuality is gone, case against whom? You understand? If you still don't understand it, I hope you understand. If you still don't understand it, take an example. See how action backed by individuality will affect you. Where there is no individuality, where you are not there to gain or lose, it doesn't affect you. Simple example. You are the treasurer for a committee which is celebrating a festival. And you have been given the idea that you have been given the responsibility of collecting 5 million rupees. Now you write to all your friends, all your acquaintances, everybody you see, everybody who comes across you, hey, that puja is coming, the celebration is coming, you write a 5,000 rupee check, you 100,000 rupee check, you 200,000 rupee check, you to get 20 rupee check. You know the people, you know their capacity. As a friend, you insist, do this. Okay? Suppose one person says, no, bhai, I cannot give, my business is bad. Okay, don't worry, go. You don't feel bad about it. But suppose it is your daughter's marriage, your son's education, your medical expense. You have to collect 10,000 rupees. How many people you can ask? In your personal need, you don't want to ask anybody. The fellow who can ask for others 5 million cannot ask for himself 5 rupees. Why? Individuality prohibits him. Also, by chance you strive, and you decide, okay, if I don't ask, who will know my problem? Let me tell one fellow, that friend will give. Hey, look, this problem has come. I really need 5,000 rupees. Can you do? And he says, very difficult these days. You know he has, and he doesn't give you. Your friendship ends forever. You are so angry. Why? It is for the individual need. So, karma has its phala. When individuality is not there, you are asking for others, it's all right. Please think, understand. That's why being yourself itself releases you from everything. So there is no reward or the punishment. Read the next one. Swamasangamudasinam parignyaya nabo yatha nashlishyanti cha yat kinjite nakadachid bhavi karma vihi. This is perfect, right? Yeah. Swam asangamudasinam parignyaya nabo yatha nashlishyanti cha yat kinjite kadachid bhavi karma vihi nanabho ghata yogena suragandhena lipyate tathatmopadi yogena tadharmenaiva lipyate. Very good. Please see. So, swapnam swayam asangam udasinam parignyaya. Having known parignyaya, having known one's own self. Swam, parignyaya, knowing one's own self, which is asanga, udasina, unattached with everything, all-pervasive consciousness. Nabho yatha, like the space. Like the space which remains unattached, unaffected, untouched by everything. Same thing, knowing one's own self as the pure consciousness, space of consciousness, nashlishyanti. This person, those who know the truth, they don't affected by anything. Na kvachit, na kaschit, bhavi karma vihi. Whatever karma yet to come, with that they don't get affected because individuality is not there. For them, they are just living through the body. Body is living, no more I am living. Eyes are seeing, no more I am seeing. Oh, if he is not I am seeing, then how can he be taking care of the body? Machine has to be taken care of. Body has to be taken care of. Sense organ is taken care of. I see. The eyes see. The eyes must be taken care of. Because or else, that is difficult to see. Oh, what is there? Oh, he can choose to kill himself too. But that is not the, as I told you, killing one's own self is not a big achievement. Keeping yourself alive is a big achievement. Understand? That person has the freedom. That is where Shastra goes to that, which usually not talked about in public, because suppose you give a sanction to somebody killing himself, it will trigger suicide. One is killing himself when he is allowing himself to pass away because he is so contented. Other person doesn't understand. They shall say what? If that man is killing himself, why not me? There are many sadhus. They do Jala Samadhi. Jala Samadhi means they get into water, never come back again. It's over. Consciously they go. Like Raghavendra Swami, if you see. He went into Jiva Samadhi. Many people go into Jiva Samadhi. You don't call it suicide. Because he chose. Yeah, I am very happy with myself. My things are done. I have passed on this knowledge to whomsoever I like. What is there to be in this body anymore? Just you go into meditation, you sit down and ask them to put up the mud on you. So goes. His pranayam, he gives up himself, finished, buried. Another person goes Jala Samadhi. You go into Jala, into water, you go and finish it up. Many people do that, but you don't call it as the suicide because the person is choosing to do that out of fulfillment, not out of frustration. That is why the difference between suicide and the samadhi is something two different things. But so many people can say, how can you do that? Nobody must do that. Huh? That's true. In that language of suicide, nobody must commit suicide. Don't be frustrated with life and kill yourself. You can be fulfilled and then you can choose to live. You can choose to die also. From a free person, how can you take it away? But not terrorist killing. Kamikaze pilot, terrorist diving, put in a gun, bomb to somebody and burst anybody. That is a samadhi. When I am going to die myself, I make a hole, sit down and sit down there, ask people to do it. So nobody else is affected. But you take tie some bombs around you and then go there and burst yourself. Now what is this idea? Frustration. See what is laid. Anyway, so this person doesn't get affected. Nakinchit bhavi karma bhi doesn't get affected. Nannabho ghata yogena suragandhena lipyate. Ghata hai. Nabha means space. Ghata yogena. It is with this space. It is with the pot. The space does not become limited just because the pot is limited. You say pot space. Now, which one you should tell? Please understand the language. What's the language shall we use? Shall we say pot space or spaced pot? Which one existing first? Pot or space? Huh? Which existed first? Pot or space? Which exists first? Pot or space? I want to hear a little loud. Why don't you be loud?
Space.
Huh?
Space.
How many of you say pot? Nobody. Thanks. Space existed first. Long before a pot comes. No, then how do we say potted space? Should you not say spaced pot? The language is what? We say potted space. Space is already existing. So the pot got spaced. The space did not get potted because space is already existing. Without the pot, space is already existing. So spaced pot. But pot is not, pot is spaced, but space is not potted. Because space can never be potted, because it existing even before the pot came. But the pot got spaced. Consciousness all pervasive, never gets trapped. Body is conscious. You can use the language. Body comes into that. Therefore gets limitation. Like a pot is limited, the space is never limited. Which existed first? Body or the consciousness? Thought or consciousness? That is long before your impressions begin, you are already there. So as even space never gets affected either by the pot or suragandhena. In that pot you pour liquor. Will it get the stink of the liquor? Pot is now stinking. Space is stinking at that space. So it doesn't get affected by pot, nor it gets affected by what you place in the pot. Consciousness doesn't get affected by the body, nor it gets affected by the thoughts you create. What example! That is why liberation is possible now and here. Suppose this really gets mixed up with the pot, and the space gets mixed up with the pot, mixed up with the liquor you put inside. Then space is as limited as anything. If the consciousness is affected by the body or the thoughts, then it will be affected like anything else. No, it doesn't get affected. Tatha atma upadhi yogena tad dharmena na lipyate. Tadvat, in the same way, atma, yourself, the I, upadhi yogena na tad dharma naiva lipyate. Tad dharma, the nature of self, the awareness, doesn't get affected by any type of upadhis. So no karma ever touches it. Having told this, now the Shishya asks the question. Read it. Jnanodayat punarabdham purarabdham karma jnana nanashyati adatva swaphalam lakshyam uddishyo sruštavanavat vyagrabuddhya vinirmukta vana paschatu gautam gomataihi natishtati chinnatyeva lakhyam vegena nirbharam. Now the disciple asks a question. Oh, very good. It doesn't affect it. You say very good. Sanchita, prarabdha, agami is all gone. Is all are not affected. I understand clearly. But there is a question. What does Shishya say? Jnana udayat purvam, jnana udaya puram. What happens? Jnana udayat pura. Before the knowledge dawns. Before the person is aware of himself, arabdham karma, the karma which is already gathered, because of which the body has come, na nasyati, doesn't get lost. Why? Because the prarabdha karma, everything is over suddenly, then the body will die away. We don't see wise men dropping dead. And by chance somebody knows the truth and drops dead, what will happen? He knows the truth, drops dead. Why? Prarabdha over, sanchita over, agami over, everything is over. Karma is over. You say karma is not affecting him, so karma is over. Then he should drop dead. I say, the student says, I find it difficult to appreciate because prarabdha karma cannot go. Because we see the wise man going through different types of karma, different types of experiences in life. Adatva swaphalam lakshyam uddishya sruštavanavat. Adatva swaphalam. Without giving the result of the action cannot be lost. So that is why the body which has already gathered momentum doesn't die. How can you say prarabdham is over? Just like Usrashta Banavat, like a arrow is left from the body. Once the arrow has left, it will hit the target. You can't take it back. Can you take back an arrow? You leave the arrow, but you cannot take it back. So the prarabdha karma is like an arrow, it has already left. How can you take it back? How can it be stopped? Like, gives an example. Vyagra buddhya vinirmukta vana paschattu gomatu. Vyagra buddhya vinirmukta. You thought it is a cow. You thought it is a tiger. Therefore, you started putting your bow and the arrow is now leaving. Then you discovered, Aishayyo, it is not the tiger, it is a cow. Ayyo. Poor innocent cow. Going to kill me. But even if you repent, can you bring back your arrow? It is going to hit the cow. Nat tisthati chinnati eva. It doesn't stop. But it goes and hits the cow. Lakshyam, it hits the target. Vegena nirvaram, it hits the target. And it destroys the cow. In the same way, prarabdha has already started. It's like a spent arrow. How can you say prarabdha comes to an end? Good question. Right? Answer we shall see tomorrow. The answer, you want to see answer now, huh? Now? Okay. If you say now, why should I say no? Tishtadi lakshyam vegena nirvaram. It doesn't. So it hits them. How do you say that? Beautiful. Guru Vacha. Prarabdham balavattaram khalu vidam bhogena tasya kshayah samyagyana hutasanena vilaye praksanchitagamina brahmatmaikameva avekshya tanmayataya ye sarvada sanstita tesham tatritayam nahi kvachidapi brahmaiva te nirgunam. In this book, the 3 verses, he is not going to give right answer right away because it has to do on so many things. But I'll give you the answer. You can't wait. Very simple answer. What will we do? The 3 karmas has come. The individuality is gone. Karmas are simultaneously wiped out, widowed. To whom shall they give effect? Result. The person is gone. Sanchita wiped out. Agami doesn't affect. Which is yet to come doesn't affect. Prarabdham already started like in a spent arrow. What will happen? It will run through its course. Like this one. Oh, today it is moving. Now this one is, see? This one is moving and where is the thing? Oh, it is making more speed now. More gatherings, more speed. Where is the thing for that? Gone. See? Now I switched it off. See? Now only it stops. Switched off when? 1 second before it switched off. Now it is switched on again. Now it is switched on. But when I switch off, it doesn't stop immediately. Why? Because it has gathered the momentum. Like a ball you throw. It gathered momentum. You can't stop immediately. Stop! You can't say. It runs through the course. Prarabdha, which has already started gathering momentum, it runs through the course, the whole life. Because prarabdha bhogadeva kshayam. But when because of the prarabdha, the body goes through luxury or penury, prosperity or poverty, nice type of things happen, uncomfortable things happen. Whatever happens, with that, the wise man is not affected. Because it is just like Nalini Dalagata Jalavate, like the water on the lotus leaf. As the lotus leaf doesn't affected, but water is there. The wise man is not affected. Body goes through the karma. That is where the wise man, maybe your body will have cancer, it can have disease, very simple life, but any type of complication can come. But then, from the people's drishti, wise man is suffering. For the wise man's drishti, vision, body is suffering. If the person thinks, this is me, so he thinks that man is suffering. But he knows, my vehicle is gone into wrong shape. The driver is always safe. The vehicle goes through the old age. Vehicle goes through the old age. Because you know what to do. The body has grown old. Enough. What to do? Body has grown old. Same thing. Relationship, physical relationship. In relation to body, a man, woman, husband, wife, child, friend. They also can go through different things. So from the ordinary man's standpoint, he is going through it. From his standpoint, body passing through it. Just like in space, summer, winter, spring, everything passes. Space remains unaffected. Same thing, body. Summer of life is gone. Autumn has gone. Now winter has come. Soon it will pass. The space of consciousness unaffected. That is how he lives through life. Okay? Close your eyes.